Hello, fairy finders and fairy seekers. Welcome to the Ask the Fairies card reading for the week of May 24th through May 30th, 2021. So as always, we're going to do a little extra shuffling here while asking the fairies what they have to share with us for the week. They've had quite a bit to say over these last weeks. There's a lot going on. And so we just need a little bit of clarity, and hope would be good as well. There's so much going on that a little bit of hope never hurt anybody, right? All right, so let's see what the fairies have to share for this week. All right, first card is the Six of Clubs. Second card is the King of Spades. Third card is the Five of Diamonds. It's called the Peddler's Ace in this deck. Last card is the Three of Hearts. So amazingly, we have all four suits accounted for this week. Not in their natural positions by any stretch, but at least we're starting to get a somewhat of a balance, which we do want. But we would like to have them really balanced by being in their natural position. So let's take a look here and see what the fairies are sharing with this reading. So we're starting out here with the Six of Clubs. And this, in this deck, is called the Bridge. And we have seen this before. And sixes are usually structures of some kind, and that is the bridge in this card. As you can see, there's no obstacles in the way here between all these pips. So this six also kind of gives a impression that there's time to breathe. And remember, clubs is about air and breathing. So there's a little time to breathe. Now the Six of Clubs with the bridge is also a messenger, someone bringing a message. And this card sits in the diamond location, but as we can see, there is no diamond again. So right now, it looks like, we've made it over the bridge. That's how it appears, is that we've made it through the worst of it, through the troubled waters, and we've made it to the other side of the bridge, and all is going to go well. Right now, it seems very calm and serene to some degree. We're able to breathe now. Things have changed in that respect, and everybody seems a little more laid back and relaxed to some degree. With no diamond here, that is a sign of fear. So there's probably still some underlying fear, as there should be. A lot of things going on where people are a little on the trepidatious side to perhaps completely stop wearing face apparatuses or to be around others, that kind of thing. But again, this appears to be the breather. And the messenger that is coming with this card has a few things to share. And again, it's probably the fairies, since they're the ones we ask when we draw the cards. So we're going to let this messenger share the message for the rest of this card reading. In this second position, where clubs should normally be, we have Marduk. Never can quite get it to focus properly, can we? Still not. Okay, anyway, Marduk. And he is the Heartless, is what he's called in this deck. The King of Spades, or the King of the Earth. And he sits where a club should be. Now, no club here. this person being king of the earth, and notice the snake entwined around his hand, there is another name for this king. And if you're thinking of good and bad, this would be the bad king. Forgive me for not speaking frankly, but there are certain things, if said, can completely have this removed from the platform. So I am just saying this is the bad king. And he is where the club should be. As you see, there are no clubs, which means humanity. Humanity is gone, at least in this king's mind, or that's what he wants to have happen. He is the one who has instigated everything. He's at the top of the line. He's the one who has been directing and puppeteering everyone else. It is all for this person. Now, if you remember last week, we had Queen Morgana, his wife, in this position, and then we had Fata Morgana in this position. Obviously, they are still communicating. She's the witchcraft person. He's just, well, we talked about that already. So he is in charge, at least in the earthly realm, okay? And the one who can make life on this earth absolute hell. He and his wife work very well together that way. They might be doing it separately. However, she is doing it as per his request or as a part of just their match together. It's just what comes naturally. They agree with the fact that humanity should not exist, that this earth is meant for only ones that are approved of by this individual. With that said, we have the 5 of diamonds, and this is called the Peddler's Ace in this deck. There we go. It's an old guy with a bag of something, sticks and maybe potions and things like that. And his job in all of this is to tug at your heartstrings. Now notice he's sitting where hearts are meant to be, and he's been hired by those with money to tug at your heartstrings and offer you things that you really don't need, but the way that he spins a tale, it makes it sound like you really do need it, or life is just going to be horribly miserable for you. He can make your life absolutely phenomenal with any kind of potion or contract for a house maybe, or just anything. And the messenger here, the human part of you, needs to really be discerning about anything that is coming up that you might have to contract in for. Not a good idea at this time. You need to follow your heart and not the money, so to speak. As it stands now, what's being shared is that gift, that wonderful gift of life that has been brought forth, that many have partaken in, and I call it the poke. This peddler here, through obvious instructions from those below this bad king, is saying that for money now, there is a larger poke needed for every 6 months to 12 months, maybe both. Now, this is the kind of contract that you do not want to lock yourself into. This or anything else that might perhaps drain your wallet, so to speak, drain your savings even, because those may be needed. as time goes along, because even though it seems like everything is getting to be hunky-dory and things are working out and that kind of thing, it is because more people have made a decision. And we've had this Three of Hearts before. More people have made the decision to respect themselves, respect the earth. And this is a very important card in that not only is it compatible with the spade that's normally here, but it is also the one that really, really catches the eye when you look at these four cards together. This card shows the decisions, the doors that have been offered, door 1, 2, 3, and which door that each individual human has decided to walk through. And it is unique to everyone. However, more people have decided that they don't care about differences. They care about the earth and they care about humanity. So this in between has been exposed for what it is, and the decisions have been made by many. There are still some, that have kind of a broken heart, so to speak, because of the way things have gone, and friends have gone one way and another, going apart from one another because differences of opinions are tough. But those are the ones that you'll find it is not in your best interest at this time to converse with, I guess. Unfortunately, this is where those people are stuck, and they will not cross this way across the bridge. Now, we're not looking at this as past, present, and future. We're just looking at opposite side of a bridge that offers something different than the side you're on. So anybody that has, is still following the rhetoric, and this is really amping up, because it might seem like a breather right now, but this is amping up, and more little tidbits are going to be coming out, because since more people have decided that they don't like the way things have gone over this last year, a pushback has begun. And it's been kind of off and on through the whole thing, but it's really, really getting strong. So this is where going to the other side of the bridge, away from all this, would be a wise move. Very wise move. And many people will not be wanting to do that, and many might be stopped by what I'm going to term the troll under the bridge, placed there by this evil king. The troll under the bridge who says, "Oh, but you cannot cross unless you pay me to do so." But the only ones who are going to have the troll are the ones who have not made a true decision in their heart as to being completely supportive of humanity and very much enjoying, the freedom that this card shows, with no obstacles and, nothing in the way of being human. It's wide open possibility. Some of them might be kind of still stuck in the fear, still kind of stuck in the dark where, they're really afraid to go across the bridge because they can't see what's on the other side. But is this better? For some, it might be, because it isn't always greener on the side of the fence you're on. Sometimes it really is greener on the other side of the fence. So going over the bridge, it might be unknown, but it's much better than what this evil king wants to create of this beautiful earth that we live on. Now, I'm going to take this tin, and inside of it are the fairy cards that I have created from the photos that I have taken. And I'm going to pull one to see what perhaps we can expect on this side of the bridge, away from all this mess and horror. And again, it seems like it's gotten better. However, it isn't done. They are pushing because more people are coming alive. More people are understanding the deeds of the money people and this bad king. So we're going to see what might be on the other side, what the fairy has to share from the card. And I'm just kind of mixing them up here and trying to swish them. They haven't been used in quite some time, so I want to make sure that they're good and mixed. And I'm just going to do this until one sticks to me, which I have right here. So I've got actually 2 of them. So let's see what we've got. All right, so here is the fairy on the card. And for those who did the soul discovery, you will be familiar with him. His name is Thimble. And I'm sorry, I can't get it to focus properly. So Thimble, his subject matter is the rhythm. He says, everything that lives has a unique rhythm. A heart beats, yet all heart rhythms are not the same. 10 people together, each with a drum, each with one hand on their heart, the other hand mimicking the heart rhythm. No heart song is the same. You have a rhythm, which means you are unlike anyone else. When you discover your rhythm, you will be in sync with your soul purpose. You will truly live by the beat of your own drum. Now, this is a very important card because it is talking about the heart and how no one's heart rhythm is the same. No one's heartbeat is the same. So we all beat to a different drum. So what is good for some is not necessarily good for others. And it is necessary to make that choice and not worry about anybody else's choice. Make your own choice and go with it. And let the others do the same. The other card is this one here. I'm not sure if you can see her very clearly or not, but her one leg is hanging clear down here. We'll give you kind of a context here. Here's her face. She has ears, curly hair. She's right here. Okay, and her name is Gallia. And her subject matter on this card is the inner light. She says, you have an incredible, shining inner light. When you are ecstatically happy, this inner light bursts through your skin and others can see and feel the glow. This glow spreads and soon all those around you are feeling ecstatically happy without knowing why. They too begin to glow and the inner light continues to spread. This is the power of being true to yourself, listening to your heart, helping others, and knowing that nothing is impossible. Believe in yourself and share your light. So once you have determined what it is that you are going to do, stay on this side. If you're going on this side, there might be times that you want to stand in the middle of that bridge and shine your light like a beacon, because those who are still on this side and cannot see, there is no light switch. The diamonds are gone here. There's no light switch to know what's on the other side. If you stand in the middle of that bridge and shine your light and, as she says, be ecstatically happy, people are going to be drawn to you. And they're going to see that there's something beautiful on the other side of this bridge. Because it is what you've chosen as a soul, as a human. It's what you have chosen. And nobody can take that away from you. That is yours and yours alone. So this is what the fairies have to share for this week. So as always, take what you can, use it, disregard what does not work for you. And we will see you again next week. Take care.